Hi friends, welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is JavaScript top 40 one-liners that every developer must know and must start using it in your projects from today. In today's episode, I'm going to show you a most simplest, most basic way to check if a value is truthy or not. Now this is something that every project will need at some point, trust me. So this is one of those common functions that should be there in your code at any given point of time. Let's see what that is. This is part 10 of the series. If you are new here, make sure that you go through the first top 9 things that we covered. Very interesting use cases. All are one-liners that will you can learn real quick and also start implementing them. Today we are on episode number 10 and we are checking how to check a value is true or not. Alright, let's do that. It's just a simple, most basic thing, and I'm sure that you should be aware of it. Alright, so the given use case is when I'll pass a value, right? Let's say a string, or an if I pass null, it should give us false value. If it is any undefined, it should give false. If it has some value, then it will become truth value, right? Truthy. So how do we do that? We can do a simple function and check, right? And we'll do is truthy. Now what it does is simply will pass a value, and all it will do is return boolean with value. Okay, that's all. See how simple the code is. It's absolute gem of a code snippet that I have learned, and that's why I'm sharing with you. This will do everything that you need. Now let's say I'm passing a value, and let's say is truthy, and let's say I'm first passing a false value, right, to fail it. So let's say I'm passing some value which is null, right? So the expected output here is that it should be false. Now open in console and check it in the inspect element, and you can see the value is false because I'm passing null value. But let's say I'm passing some actual value. Okay, let's say a variable which has some value 42 etc. So it will say true, right? Now instead of directly passing the value, you can also have a variable and says somewhere some variable. Now let's say this we are giving a value as undefined. Now you can do something like this and pass that variable also to this function. It would just check and throw you back the value which is false in this case because it is undefined. Now what happens if I have a variable which is having a string value, right? And if I pass this here, now I should expect a true statement because it has a value, so it is true. So basically this will check for null, undefined, and it will return false. But if it has a value, it will give us true. Now one of the tricky things of this is, let's say you have a variable which is value 0. Now what happens? Any guesses? That's right, it will be false. You're right. So see here, it is false because 0 will be evaluated as false because we are checking boolean, right? But this is a tricky use case because if you're doing some kind of operations, right, maths operations, calculations, so 0 is a value, you can't really do that boolean check. But again, here we are checking if a value is true or false, so in this case it will work. But be mindful of this one use case. Okay, that's what I also want to highlight. So next time you want to check a null or undefined, you can use this value and just one line and you will be sorted. Okay, I hope it's clear. I hope you're liking this series because I am really enjoying it, bringing it to you, and I'll continue this series. I hope you are enjoying. If you are doing, please don't forget to hit that like button, maybe leave a nice comment for me, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you in the next episode.